Hello, I'm Chris, this is Gross Models. This is issue number 41 of the Terminator Build the T-800 from Hachette, the half-scale Terminator model monstery thing that we're building. Yes, on with the build. No further ado, we'll just get straight in. This week we are fitting a vertebra and casing. Yeah, we're starting on the spine. So yeah, we have some pieces. The traditional combination of plastic that looks like metal, and metal that looks like metal, and plastic that looks like plastic. Sort of rubbery plastic. This one. It's got a bit of springy give to it, and some screws and another metal bit. That looks like the interior of the bottom of the head bit. The way they've done that. So I reckon that's going to be an interior sort of moving thing. But wait, why guess when I can just read the magazine and we'll find out for sure. Right, it's listed the parts that are the parts that I have, so that's good. Vertebra spindle, casing, deeper, shallow. It's names of stuff that I don't know. Right, step 1. Fit the vertebra casing. It looks like that. To that. 41.3 and 41.2 are similar. Part 41.3 has a shallower recess and should be positioned recess side up as seen in the photo. 3 is the shallow recess, so that's the deeper one, so I'll put that aside. This is the one that we need. It goes in there. Nice and easy. Part done. Not issue done, just the part, but first part done. And then we get said spindle, put it through there that way round. So yeah, that's an interior thing. Oh, and there we go, and then that goes around the outside of it. So yes, it is an internal sort of thing. It has some rotation probably, but not a great deal. I don't know, a little bit of shock absorbing, I don't know. We fitted that over the shaft, so that's that done. There we go. This shows it in place. The rim butts up to the rim of part, which is so that just joins together. That's fair enough. I understand that makes sense. Right, next it says place the assembly from issue 40 on your worktop so that you can access part 43. So you've got to get to the bottom of that with the huge thing. So I shall do that. Have assembly from 4 ready as shown. Before I do that, I shall turn the page, fold it back, and get ready for the final page of assembly, which is putting screws with springs in to hold it in place. So we have screws and springs. So before I fill up my entire work surface with the huge assembly of everything, I shall get 4 screws out, 1 to go into the spare part. I shall get 4 springs out, or probably all 5 by the looks of the way these are tipping towards it. No, they're 3. Yeah, there you go. 4. Put that towards the part. I shall put these together, hopefully. Yep, there we go. I get all of those assembled and ready to go, so I'm not fighting with them in a moment when I've got a huge half-scale robot killing death machine sitting in the way. These are joined together. They're like some sort of puzzle ring. They only come apart if you get them lined up just right. So you got. I used to be good at these metal puzzles. There we go. See, that's that. That goes onto there, and the last one on there. Cool. Now that's going to go underneath it, and they're going to go through and hold it in place. So let's get one through there ready. Move the others out the way a little bit. I don't need the instruction manual anymore because it says you don't use those bits yet. So we'll put those aside for hopefully next time. If not, it will be very shortly after next time. And we'll bring back the huge bigness of him. I'll move the camera back up. I went in close, but I'll come back out again. There we go. Yeah, so this is going to go onto the bottom there. It doesn't say it's any particular way round, so it will go in multiple directions. The trick is getting that to stay on and that to stay in while we line that up, and then we can get that screw started off in there. Nice. We can grab another one, pop that in next to it. I'm just getting these in so it's holding it together without tightening them down all the way, until I make sure all of them line up. This is, you know, we're 41 issues in now, so I'm sure you've heard all this before. You've seen me throw things on the floor before. Let me put that to one side. This one's going to go in the back there. Yeah, just I do it to make sure everything lines up. And that one doesn't like me holding it. Once you get the last one in, if you tighten them, this is fun. If you've tightened them all up previously, then if it's a little bit off, the last one just won't fit in. So if you do it one bit at a time and just tighten each one up enough to make sure it all lines up, then you've got that little bit of wiggle room, so things will move around a bit, and then you can get all of it tightened up once it's all in place. There we go, and the last one. Cool. So that will rotate probably eventually, but we'll worry about that as we come along. The other two will be used in the next issue, it does say, so we'll move on with that when we get there. I shall continue having a quick through the magazine time after time. I vaguely remember that one as well. Yeah, I think I remember bits of that. And NASA's mission to Europa, Jupiter's moon. There we go. Yep. And finally, we'll be back in next week's issue. We have more vertebra. So we've got these two, obviously top one and progressing on. They look like more duplicates of that with another bit. So I'll get that done and see you soon for the next one. Bye.